black can.
And I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared.
Meanwhile, you bag it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's They were my best friends growing up. The black can.
And I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared.
Meanwhile, you bag it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's They were my best friends growing up. The black can.
And I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared.
Meanwhile, you bag it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's They were my best friends growing up. The black can.
And I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared.
Meanwhile, you bag it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's They were my best friends growing up. The black can.
And I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared.
Meanwhile, you bag it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's They were my best friends growing up. The black can.
And
Welcome to Tabletop Topics. I'm your host, Jeff.
And of course, Jeff, guys, if you want to catch and watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, one word, Tabletop Topics, our Triple T's Cliff channel, and our TikTok. So if you click on the links, it'll take you directly to the episodes, and of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're not muted.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, we're right there.
I'm just making sure.
I'm watching. I see the little green bars going, doing all that. So we got hodgepodge of what? Good news, bad news.
What's the good news and what's the bad news?
What's the good news?
Yeah.
Xfinity is finally here.
What's the bad news?
We can't go live on TikTok anymore. Oh man, but I don't think it's because of anything we did though.
It's not a loss. It really isn't.
It really isn't. It was.
It's not a loss.
It was tough trying to like tiptoe around that shit.
It's not. It really is not a loss.
It was tough trying.
It's
to
like
around
policing language to the extreme.
But that's
bro.
the thing. It wasn't the language that got us.
I understand,
got
but
us
it's
banned.
like it's not a loss. It really isn't. I'd rather just upload our clips onto.
Because I want you to think it was because like I said, I had multiple streams on there
No, I got you.
where it was pretty fine, and my language was way worse than we've had any other time.
I got you. I mean, and we block it anyway, so
You know what I'm saying?
Like-
So it was just like, I don't know. I think it's the software. Because I went on Reddit and then I saw like other Reddit posts talking about, oh yeah, I was able to go live 3 times and then Restream just blocked
So
or
does-
TikTok blocked my shit. Yeah,
So does it just not like the software? Is that the
probably
or
We're
the fact
probably
that
like
it separates?
breaking some guideline using. Well, and now they got that dumbass. Okay, let me not say that. Well, yeah, I will say.
Yeah,
dumbass.
you're not on
'Cause fuck
TikTok.
TikTok.
Exactly. It's not a loss. I
They got
told
that
you.
dumbass TikTok live studio, bro. That pissed me off.
Oh, so
man.
now they want to use
It's
their
literally
own
a
thing.
dedicated desktop app just for live streaming through TikTok. When it was just easier to embed it in my broadcaster or in the whatever we're
So
using.
now it's a separate thing. It's its own thing
It's
now.
not worth it. Nope.
It's
Nope,
not
nope,
because
nope,
that's
nope,
just
nope.
something else that we have to add on to our computer that we don't need.
Nope.
That-
But Xfinity is here. That's really great news.
Yeah, we gotta be like old people and start looking at their plans and
No,
See-
you saw something and you for some reason you think it's too good to be true.
Yeah,
But I believe it.
I think it's a
'cause
contract thing though.
it's not. It literally says no contract.
Really?
I feel like I sent you the thing and you didn't even read it.
I was at work.
That's crazy. You had plenty of opportunities to read.
No,
you had
zero.
a break. You had a lunch break.
That was after my lunch break, bro.
You had a lunch break. We talked on the phone.
Yeah, that was after my
I broke
lunch
it down.
break.
It's no contract.
What?
It's no contract.
You're not winning this, sir.
What do you mean? There was nothing to win. I'm just telling you. You should have done your due diligence and been proactive in reading the information that I sent
On
you.
the lunch break I already took.
Doesn't matter. A lunch break is an hour.
You sent it after my lunch break.
What time was your lunch break?
Oh my God,
What time was your
bro.
lunch break?
I
Don't
know.
lie. Don't lie because the universe is going to expose
What are
you.
you talking about? I gotta look at my. Hold on. Let me look at what you sent when you sent it. This is what's on WhatsApp, right?
Uh-huh.
You sent it at. Where's it at? Oh, right here. 7:57 a.m.
Spooky fucking word. Exactly.
Took my lunch break.
Exactly. Nah,
Took
no
my
excuses.
lunch break at 12:25.
What did I always say? If you wanted to, you would.
Uh-huh.
If you wanted to, you would.
I've never heard that saying, but
No,
okay.
if you wanted to, you would.
I don't know what
It's
you're talking
okay,
about.
man. It's okay. It's okay. But
I'll check it out after.
no contract.
Is there a higher gig?
No. Why do you need more than 1 gigabit? We're literally broadcasting on like 100, 200 megabits. They quadrupled that.
How much do we use a month?
There is no cap. It's no contract.
I didn't say a contract. I'm
No
saying
data cap. You really think we about to use 1 gigabit in a month?
we use
When
1 terabyte in a month.
We use 1 terabyte in a month?
Yeah, on
Is that really what we really use?
Yeah, it shows it on here.
1 terabyte, Joe?
Mm-hmm. Does it? Hold on. Keep talking.
For internet speeds, though? I don't know. I read the thing. I was up all night reading this thing, and I don't doubt what I read. I didn't see
No,
it.
I believe you, bro.
It's like no contracts. It's $85 a month for 5 years for price lock.
But so then, how's that a
It's not a contract.
5 year for price lock, and then after 5 years they're gonna do what?
Raise the price on your shit.
And that's not a contract.
Nope. You want to know why? Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because you could just cancel anytime you want.
Cancel.
Okay. That's not a contract.
I'm talking about contract for that
No,
price.
You could just cancel anytime you want.
You serious?
The day before the price goes up, you just cancel that motherfucker.
That's weird.
I don't know. I don't know. Has the price of Starlink stayed the same?
Yeah.
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 Really?
Yeah, it's still 120.
All right. No comment.
It's still 120.
No comment. I've been like, yeah, the quality of the service went down, but I don't know.
It did though. It did.
It
Yeah,
did,
that's what I'm
'cause we
saying.
was getting like 200, 400.
When we first got it,
When we
yeah, I
first got
believe
it,
you, bro.
right.
And it's
You
like,
feel me?
bro, for some reason something happened, and they're like, "Nah, bro, you doing too much."
That's what it is.
Why can't I find it?
I don't know, data usage or something?
On settings?
No, probably like analytics or data or something. Like tracking
Oh,
or something.
yes.
Stats or
Stats.
something.
Really ping. That's latency. That's power draw. There you go. No, it's not showing. It's just showing what the download and upload speeds are.
That's what I'm saying. How did you get that number?
Because it shows us what
2
we use every
terabytes.
single. No, I didn't say 2. I said 1.
1 terabyte.
A
That's
month.
a lot. That's a lot, Jeff. 1 terabyte is a lot.
I gotta find it, bro. Watch me find it after we leave. What's up?
Markov 23. Welcome. How are you? Where are you from?
Bro,
Where you from, Jeff?
I'm from America.
We from East LA. Sunshine State.
No, I'm joking. Yeah. We from Florida, the humid state of moisture.
You just said whatever the fuck came up to the top of your head. I hate that. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Oh, what? I'm just saying.
Markov says great. By the way, can I ask you something? Sure, go ahead. You're the only one in chat right now, so go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm interested to see
Mark
what he's going.
23. This will determine the fate.
Of his answer.
Oh man, are you still looking for that thing, Jeff?
Yeah, it's frustrating me
You're
because
not gonna find it.
my ADHD
I don't
brain.
think it existed.
What are you talking about, bro?
I don't think it existed. I
I
think
think it's because we're using it right now.
no. I think you made it up in your head.
No,
I think you made it up.
I
in
didn't
your
make
head.
nothing.
I've went through that app. I don't think there's been
bull dookie.
I don't think.
I don't believe you.
Nah, you made that up.
No,
You made it up.
it shows us how
Just
much.
say you made it the fuck up.
I didn't make it.
Just say you made it the fuck up.
I didn't make it up, bro.
Why you gotta die on these hills, Jeff?
I got
These
down.
pointless hills.
If I'm correct,
Why do you gotta die on
back
these
on?
pointless
I'm gonna come back on
hills?
Thursday. And look, did he ask the question?
Do like logo banner overly intro?
What?
Do like logo banner?
He likes the logo banner, but what?
I'm pretty sure he's posting emotes, but it's not showing up as emotes.
Gotcha.
It's showing up as like actual text. Snot! Welcome, Snot.
Sorry,
Glad to
we
have
were
you
late
here.
to the party.
Snot says, that's fine, YouTube. I didn't want to know y'all were live. Nah, they hating, bro. What did Jeff make up? He just be making shit up.
What are you talking
Twice.
about? It exists.
He said I sent him a message after his lunch break when I sent that bitch before he
What
went
are you
to
talking
work,
about, bro?
before he even
That's a
clocked
lie.
in. And then now he's talking about we using 1 terabytes
It's
a
1
month
terabyte.
of data. That's crazy work. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, sir. Markov 23. Can I make something for you? Can I help you make your channel customized?
What does he mean by that?
Like for our Kick channel, I feel that I ain't really put any work into the Kick page so far. I just kind of connected it to Restream, but I actually I put in some work.
No, we're working on that.
Jeff, you still looking for this non-existent thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Are you actually finding it?
I signed in on the online one. Hey.
He really put a die on this hill. That's crazy word.
Hold on. I think I got it. Data usage. Yep, there it goes. Boom! I was correct! I was correct. My brother was wrong. My brother was wrong. I was correct. My brother was wrong. I was correct. I found it. This is the previous month, and then click on top and go to the previous month before that, and then click on top and go to the previous month before that. We use approximately 1 terabyte every single month. Every month we use 1 terabyte.
Actually, over.
Oh, exactly. That's what I was saying. So 1 gig is nothing.
It's just speeds. There's no data gaps.
Are you sure?
Bro.
So when they ask us how much data, how much terabytes we use.
Markov says, I'm a crazy designer and reasonable price. Can I show you some of my work I make for my previous streamers? Yeah. Is our email? I think our email is on the page.
Our emails,
our email should be in the link tree. Just shoot us an email, and then we'll get with you after the show. I'll take a look at it after the show.
Mm-hmm.
Snot says, Jeff, where is your beanie from?
Who, mine? Or you?
Me or bald head Snot?
Me or him?
Well, she calls me Little Jeff. So
Oh.
I think it's you.
China.
No, Taiwan. Taiwan.
Timu.
You got a bit from Timu?
No, what's the name of that website that you told me about before Timu existed? It was that other Asian.
Wish?
No, the other one where I got all the beanies.
It was before Timu. Right?
Yeah, it was another one. That's where I got you the avocado shirt, and I got a whole fart ton of beanies from there.
Hmm.
How would I put this?
I don't know, like what do you call it? Like cheap Chinese app stores.
Chinese. What do you call?
Alibaba.
No, that's really Jeff.
That's,
Alibaba.
That is a Chinese app. This nigga, dog. Don't be, you picking the wrong hills,
bro. You wild.
Snot says a whole fart ton. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking. What is it? What did they say?
What is that? No. No.
Markov says, sure, man. I have Instagram and Discords. So which one is suitable? Instagram. You go ahead and send it through Instagram. You still ain't found it?
Is Hunter Play 17456 him? Is there somebody started following us now?
Snot says Brucey is cute. Yeah, Brucey's.
I don't know if this is him or not. Do you think that's him?
Is this you, Hunter Place? Shein.
There you go.
Aha, thank you, Snot.
There you go.
Yeah, see? Where would we have been if you didn't show up?
She's our mod.
We'd be Googling shit.
Yeah. We'll check it out after the show.
All right, bet.
All right, so
What's new, sir?
I have to tell you about a show I finished watching, that I could not shit on.
You couldn't stomach it.
It was so bad. I have to explain why it was bad.
I know it was gonna be bad.
It's so bad. I remember what we said.
That's what you get for being a movie guy.
We can't subject ourselves to degeneracy on the internet without even looking at if something is good or not. Because remember, about 5 years ago, people started doing that. They started saying something was bad without ever watching it,
experiencing it.
Yeah, exactly. So
I feel it.
I finished watching Ironheart. They dropped 1 episode. They dropped 3 episodes the first week, and then the last 3 episodes the second week, because it was that bad. Because on average, if it's a show that they've been promoting and all that stuff like that, they'll release it once a week, every single week, so they can do a build up. But it was so bad, and they wanted to just get rid of it, that they just dropped 3 episodes the first and second week, and then that was the end of the show. So the beginning, I get it. Egotistical. Thinks she's better than everybody, all that stuff like that. And then as we get further along to the story, she just keeps making bad decision after bad decision. And every time her mother's friends tried to help her, all she would keep doing is saying, no, I'm fine. She would never let anybody help her because she always thought that she can do it herself.
I feel that.
So it was just every decision that she made, it was horrible. It's like this literally was the telling of a villain arc.
I feel that.
And I'm pretty sure no one gives a shit if I ruin the plot or not, because no one's gonna fucking watch it.
No, it
was the Marvel show that we did not need, like I said the last time, but
they never needed it. They just.
Yeah,
they had to make the money back.
But remember, you would have made more money doing it as a tax write-off.
Like as a loss?
Yeah, because you would make the money.
I feel that.
Compared to, because remember, it's on Disney Plus. So your the money that you make comes from the views and the ratings. So the ratings are shit and the views are shit, then you're not going to make your money back. So at the end of the day, you essentially lost more money releasing it than if you were just to write it off.
I feel that.
You get what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Especially if the show was like...
But I thought like with actors, they make their money after...
They make their money before and after.
That's what I'm saying.
So they pay them up front.
That's contractual.
But they still pay... They already got paid though. That's the thing. Remember, they make their money before.
Right, but streaming, advertising, stream.
But they didn't do any of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if that's in the contract, that means you would have breached the contract.
But it's Disney. Disney could just pay them off. You get what I'm saying? So
That's still a breach of contract.
no, I get not for them.
Unless they like decided to settle.
Well, look, the breach of contract is not for them. The contract is created by Disney to them. So whatever happens, like they had to do all the press, but that was literally less than 2 weeks before the show came out. They never advertised it 6 months ahead, telling you this is what's going to happen or anything like that. They just said, okay, press tour, hurry up and do this. Go here, go there, go here, promote it. All right, now we pay you.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That had to be done. If you just threw it away, none of that happens.
But they still get paid.
No, you can't predict how much the show's going to make. That's a lawsuit. You're going to get sued.
No.
That's like you guessing. That's like Disney saying, all right, we think the show's going to make this amount of money, so this is what we're going to pay you. Before the show even comes out. It could have been a box office hit and made billions of dollars, and you don't even know because you canned it. That's a lawsuit.
I don't think that's a lawsuit.
That's a lawsuit.
Because you can
That's a breach of contract. Because for every actor, there's always we pay you up front for actually showing up to work and doing the job, and then after the movie or whatever comes out, we pay you all the revenue from the streams and all that.
I would have to do
residuals and shit.
I would have to do research on it, but I really don't think that's a breach of contract in the sense of because Disney can just pay them outright regardless of what they think it was going to make or not make. You get what I'm saying? So
unless they specified a specific amount.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. You can't specify a specific amount.
But Disney has tax written off a lot of films and movies that they never release. And they I can give you an example.
That didn't finish production.
No, that finished. Like the Coyote movie that was supposed to come out, they decided to scrap it, but then Catch Up Productions decided to buy it off of them for like $10 billion.
That's still an asset. They didn't lose anything
to release it.
That's what I'm saying. Right. And then they're going to pay the actors. That's probably a transfer of their contract or the rights to the movie because they were actors in the movie. I'm telling you, dog.
I gotta do the research. I'm not
because you can't pay someone based off of a prediction of what the movie's gonna make. Like in any sense, you can't do that. You can't. That's like you agreeing. That's like you agreeing.
You don't think there's a set number? You just think, oh, whatever the movie makes.
There's the number that they get the initial payment. They said, this is what we're going to pay you to make the movie. And then whatever comes out after that, that's what we're going to pay. That's why, Robert Downey Jr. took a bet on the Iron Man role. They lowballed him. All his money came from the box office smash. Imagine if they canned it.
I gotta do research on that. I can't because like I said, just
Google like how does movie contracts
work.
Actor movie
because I was about to say film studios scrap movies all the time, so I'm not gonna say yes that they do that.
And I'm pretty sure it works both ways, right? Like if an actor fucks up a movie or some shit. Snot, don't worry. YouTube chat mod is way more respectable. Oh man. That's how I've always seen it. That's how contracts have always worked in my mind,
right, so
whether it's like athletes or actors or something like that.
It says initial payment. Actors are typically paid during the production of the film, often a week or daily basis. Residuals are payments made to the actors when the movie is reused or redistributed, such on TV, DVD, or streams.
That's what I'm saying,
The
dog.
specific amount of residuals depends on factors like the length of the film, the size
Right.
of the role, the production budget, and the medium which is being used for.
Right, and
actors.
all that can only be calculated after sales, after release. You can't promise an actor residuals and then can the movie, Jeff. That was part of the contract. That's a breach of contract. You're saying Disney's just going to throw money at it and the contract's going to disappear. You can't predict how much a movie's going to make
In summary, while actors receive an upfront payment for their work
for showing up.
during film,
Right.
their total earns from a movie can be influenced by various factors, including residuals.
Residuals. It's
Profit
all
shares
residuals.
and all
That's
that.
the biggest part of the contract. The residuals.
Gotcha.
Because I'm showing up for the work every day, but I want to see my product and how valuable my product is. Because you're essentially saying we're going to base you based off of what we think the movie was going to be worth. You see what I'm saying? Like prime example, those so bad it's good movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Using your logic, they should have just tossed it before they released it, and those actors wouldn't have made all that money.
Let's see. If a movie isn't released, the impact on the actor can vary depending on their contract and specific circumstances. Generally, if the movie is not released due to the factors like the production being canceled or the actor being recast, they may still be entitled to compensations, especially if they were under contract. Yeah, so it's basically, however, there could be also reputation. So okay, I see what you're saying. So it's basically saying even if they, because I put what happens if a movie isn't, what happened?
No. Snot. She said, "Lil Jeff showing off that slutty shoulder."
He's like, lift it. Yeah. It's saying even if it wasn't released, they're still entitled to compensation. That's what I'm saying. So
But how do you calculate that? Though?
it doesn't matter what the calculation is. They're still going to get paid for it regardless. So even if they did do a tax write-off, they would still get paid, regardless if they don't know what the residuals are going to be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You see, Snot says that's why there's unions. Maybe there's separate clauses for residuals if the movie gets canned. That's what I'm saying. You're literally risking getting sued. Yes, I understand there's a way to pay them out, but they're going to have to deal with the Screen Act.
No, I don't disagree with that at all.
Like, absolutely not.
I don't disagree with
That's
that at
not
all.
something you could just, you know what I'm saying? And then the social aspect of it, you're risking to lose more money
That's why he released it.
canning it than releasing it.
That's why he released it.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why he released it, because again, they were holding it in what do they call that, limbo? They were holding it in limbo for 3 years, so they should have released it. It was because remember, production started 2020, and then they should have released it 2022. It was done filming in 2022, but
Right.
nothing ever happened. It just stayed in limbo, and this was literally after Endgame happened. They're like, okay, this is what's next.
Was this supposed to be a straight to theater or like TV?
No,
series?
it's a TV series. It was always supposed to be a TV series because because they introduced her in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Right.
So it's like, okay, this is Riri Williams. Now she's gonna get her own show. As soon as they finished the film, they announced, oh, Ironheart is gonna get her own show. So that's when they started post production on it, and then nothing happened. It just sat in limbo. So he made apparently he made a executive decision and just went ahead and released it. What's up?
Snot says a better question is, how do some of these crappy movies make it all the way to production before someone
Well, remember,
realizes-
like they say, somebody writes
It's
it, somebody
dog
reads
shit.
it, somebody approves it, then somebody finds the actors, then somebody puts it in post production, then they record it.
it's all discombobulated. It's not one
It's steps.
team.
It's steps.
Right. You see what I'm saying? One team is just responsible for the moment it's greenlit.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. And
Everyone's just there
once
to
you
do
announce
their
it.
job.
Once you announce it, that's it. That's it.
Everyone's there to just do their
Yeah.
job.
Nah.
bro.
Once you announce it, that's it, bro. But no, yeah. So, no, I finished watching, and it's like I was saying, just to go back to it. Every decision that she made was horrible. Not only did they keep the stereotypes of black people steal, rob, deceive, and it was all for and for me, the reason for doing it was so lame because 2 people that she knew died. that were family, that were a close friend and a family member. 2 people that she knew died. And so she basically had the same thing that that Tony Stark said. I wouldn't put in a suit. They're like, why did you build the suit? And she kept saying, because I can. And then they're like, seriously,
Why
stop.
do you want to build?
Why did you build a suit? So I can protect the people around me. That's what Iron Man said.
She can't have the same dream as Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. Why?
She can't have the same dream as Iron Man. What the fuck? It's 9 billion niggas on this planet. She can't have the same dream as Iron Man. Huh?
I didn't say she couldn't have the same.
Okay
dream.
then. No,
There's no separation.
no horrible criticism. No.
There's no separation.
She could have the same dream as Iron Man.
So
Why did Spider-Man put on the suit?
why Spider-Man put on a suit?
Why Spider-Man put on the suit?
So what happened to his uncle doesn't happen to anybody else.
Okay, to
but what's
protect the people around him.
What's the? So basically, every hero.
That's what it is.
Every hero.
That's not a criticism.
Every hero has the same ambitions.
Another one. Give him another.
Well, this is the thing. When you're comparing yourself to the guy that started it all, then that is a criticism because it's nothing different. Because you're literally saying you're going to be better than that person that started it all.
Right, he's the snap. I don't know how you're better than that.
Yeah, exactly. I save reality, nigga.
I'm not for weasel or fucking.
Yeah, I save reality. I know you're playing devil's advocate,
right.
But it's like, nigga, I save reality. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna beat that?
Oh man, that's crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
right.
And on top of that, if Spider-Man put on the suit, but the suit ain't Spider-Man. Spider-Man's him. He doesn't need the suit.
That's true.
He is the
Same
guy.
thing like Captain America.
Yeah,
Right. They are the thing. They don't put it on to be.
I'm on your left. So yeah, so exactly. It's not even to protect his identity because half the time he never wore the helmet because everybody knew who the fuck he was.
He did right. First movie, I'm Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't doing this fucking Bruce Wayne shit. Fuck that. I'm Iron Man, bitch. Let me live.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me live. Snot says. Also, look at the list of all the SAG-AFTRA strikes, and then the movies that were produced and released during that time. Yeah,
like Tenet, so good.
Mm-hmm.
So
no,
good.
after the strikes.
Oh, after.
After the strikes.
After,
the
not
quality
during.
of movies went to shit.
Yeah,
Notice
even the graphics.
Special effects.
Yeah.
Went to shit.
Jeff,
2007 Transformers.
Oh,
bruh, what the fuck? Don't speak. Crazy work.
2007 Transformers was so beautiful.
That was peak.
You couldn't even tell if it was a real car or a robot. That's how peak the graphics were. Now you're looking at. Let me give you an example.
It's Minecraft.
Yeah, like you could tell. Like you're watching Jurassic Park and you're like, bro, I could tell that's a 3D dinosaur.
I'm dead, bro. They use VO3 for that.
VO3, yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm scared of, bro.
Bro, they gotta use VO3 for that.
I already know AI is gonna be so fucking saturated in movies now,
Bro.
man. It's gonna be gross.
I feel
whole team Chat GPT.
Yep.
Animation studio Chat GPT.
Yep. Yeah, and it says it on the bottom too to let you know this is AI.
Writer director
Chat GPT. Oh man.
Tough.
No, but
that's where we're going to.
No, you're right. So, to continue, she just kept making bad decisions after bad decisions because she kept wanting to create this suit to protect her loved ones, and it's like she was extorting from rich people, let people die, was involved in killing people, and it's like. This is not a redemption of...
Nah, Deadpool should have fucking recruited her, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, but this was not a redemption or coming to terms with let me fix the bad and then try to become the good. It was literally the making of a villain, and she was creating villains along the way too. That's what the crazy part was, and it's like. Again, too, they introduced Mephisto in this universe, and it's like, bro, you could have put him with the mystic, the magic arts, all that stuff like that. And you chose to you chose to try to mix magic and technology.
But they always do that. They get like some crazy, amazing character. We know how amazing they are.
Yeah,
and they put them in this tiny role. Century, Red Hulk, Mephisto.
Yep.
Like, what are we talking about,
Mhm.
bro?
Yeah.
They take these crazy reality-shattering people, you know? Like Century, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, I also watched the Thunderbolts too.
Like, dude was supposed to consume the sun.
Yeah. So literally, you got 5 regular niggas trying to fight this superpower beam.
That turns niggas into shadows.
Well, that's the void.
The void, right?
That's his dark
Century,
side.
That's the dark side of it.
Yeah, that's the
right.
dark side of Century. So, essentially, he cannot turn into Century because the void will activate again. And at the end credit scene, they showed the Fantastic Four ship going into the atmosphere, but we already know it's Doctor Doom that's in the
Wait,
ship.
are they gonna fight the void?
No, remember.
Also, they beat the void.
yeah.
Bet
But
you in some bullshit way.
It was a
right?
bullshit way.
Of course.
They went into his mind and
Some
said,
hacks.
they went to his mind and said, "You're stronger than this. You can beat this shadow demon or whatever." And they're like the power of.
They hit him with that psychic talk
the-
no jutsu. What
the power of many. So basically he was punching the void in his brain.
They
and then
kumbaya'd in his brain.
You know how they kumbaya'd? By hugging that nigga. And then he stopped because the void wanted him to beat it up so it can take over his
After
body.
he genocided niggas.
Yes. But then the void went back and then they became the new Avengers.
Wait, so is the void good? Wait, Century's good?
Century is supposed to be good.
So
apparently.
he just
can't turn. He just can't turn to Century, unless he's like, if I turn to Century, then the void comes out too. But they're gonna have to if they're gonna be fighting Doctor.
So no
Doom.
punishment, huh?
No.
So you could just.
Yeah, they're like, because the lady's like, oh yeah, I did all this because these are the new Avengers, and then they're like, second rate Black Widow said, we own you now.
No, it's not Black Widow's Brown Recluse.
Oh man, it's wild. It's wild, bro. They don't know what they're doing anymore. They just keep trying to connect the universe.
Stop
It's like, bro, this is so
Widow.
sad.
It's
This is so sad. This is so sad, bro. This is crazy. But yeah, so
Oh shit, Bruce really knocked out.
he tired, bro.
Man,
He ate his food and he's like,
yeah, he ate his food, his snacks, his biscuits.
yeah.
Fatten him up today. He's chilling. And then continued. So what other shitty decisions did she make?
Okay, so she kept. She also used people too. She was manipulating people, like Ezekiel Stane is Jebediah Stane's son. So the evil dude from the first Iron Man that said Tony Stark was able to build
In the cave.
In the cave, yes. So Ezekiel Stane went by Joe because he was trying to hide the fact that he was his dad, and then he was this wimpy guy that basically turned into a supervillain by infusing technology with his body. And she basically was he was smart enough to come up with the designs, he just couldn't create it. So he had the blueprints for all the designs that he wanted. He just couldn't create it, so he needed Riri to help. She ended up saying two things to him. One thing to him. She's like, stop letting people walk all over you. So he took that to heart. So he started blackmailing her, and then whenever Riri needed some technology, she'd go over to him and then use him just to get that technology. Because every time they was there, like, why are you really here? And then find out, it's because you want one of my technology. So there's a synthetic skin that covers technology, because one of the billionaires can,
So she was just trying to bring a friend back to life.
Yeah, that was kind of no, that wasn't the goal. When Mephisto met her in the final episode, he's like, "What do you really want?" Oh, you know what the goal of the Hood was?
What?
He wanted. You know why he did everything that he did? Because he wanted to be filthy, stupid, rich.
This is dumb.
That was the motivation.
This is dumb. What the fuck?
That was the motivation for 6 episodes. Let's hack these billionaires, make them sign contracts,
So you could be a billionaire.
so you can be a billionaire.
So you could just take their place.
Yes. And the reason his whole goal for doing that was because his mom slept with a billionaire. The dad disowned him because he's like,
He didn't want the inheritance.
Yeah, he didn't want the son, because the dad kind of
No
just
child support.
No, the dad kind of just slept with a random woman.
But no child support.
No, because the dad it was like a use you and then toss you out type thing. It wasn't we're dating, we're in a relationship, none of that. Because remember, he was rich, so he can make anything disappear.
Oh,
go away.
I got you.
So it's like you had a bastard child, I don't want him. He finds out that his dad is this billionaire, so he goes after all the other
Can
billionaires.
just do a DNA test.
No, he knew.
Post that shit online.
No, they knew.
Publicize it.
They didn't matter. Didn't matter. It wasn't one of those.
Back pay.
No,
child support.
It wasn't one of those.
What you mean?
He'll pull a football player and just pay the entire 18
That's
years.
what I'm saying. Give me my check, bitch. What the hell?
Yeah, but he was a grown.
Then I don't gotta rob you. What the hell?
Yeah, but he was a grown ass man, so it didn't matter. But it was just weird because
Grown ass
he,
man.
he
come
did.
to ask my
So he
grown
made a
ass
deal
man.
with Mephisto. Mephisto left him the hood. The hood basically kept growing these tattoos on him every time he got closer and closer to his goal. And
Did it give him powers?
yes, it did. So he was able to disappear. He was able to curve bullets. He was super strong.
Wanted nigga.
Yeah, well, I know, right? From 2008 or 7, Wanted with Angelina Jolie.
What was that bullet battle, gun battles?
You what?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy,
Yeah.
bro. That shit was crazy.
No, but that's kind of what it was. So his because Mephisto's like, what do you really want? He's like, I want to be recognized. And then Mephisto's like, stop bullshitting me. I ain't got time for this. I'm leaving. And he's like, no, wait. He's like, I want to be filthy, stupid, rich. He's like, okay. And then so he left the hood, and he's like, you left your hood. He's like, it's not for me, it's for you. So the hood helped him become
Man, I would have been an asshole. He said filthy, stupid, and
rich.
I'd have made you
Yeah, but he's like
dirty ass.
No, but
nigga
he's
with
like
zero IQ.
Well, this is what he did. He's
And
like,
$1
I'm
million.
not going to make you rich. I'm gonna give you the tools to make yourself rich. And he did. He gave him the hood, and of course everything else he did by himself. You get what I'm saying? So he gave.
That's not granting my wish.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. That's not.
That's the
granting my-
loophole.
Nah.
That's the loophole
bro.
in the dimensional beings
that, bro.
contract.
Nah.
Well, that's the thing with Riri Williams and her friend at the end of the show, which they canceled it because it was let's just get it out there.
Right.
The friend was back. She thought she brought the AI back because she's been trying for like 6 months to bring the AI back, and so Mephisto granted what she wanted. She wanted her friend back. So now it's like,
Did her friend actually come back in the flesh?
yes, soul and everything. She just doesn't know because you know how certain.
So it was just like she just woke up.
Remember, Mephisto's more than a fourth dimensional being.
I got you.
So he can literally, like, she never died. So when her friend came back, she's like, "What are you doing?"
So this nigga played chess with God for
You-
her
basically,
soul.
yes.
That's what he did.
That's the contract.
That's
your
what
soul.
he did, right?
Yeah,
because if you're outside the fourth dimension,
Yeah.
you're God.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, that's why he was laughing when they're like, "Oh, Dormammu, that parlor trick, trash." He's like, "I'm bigger than him." He's like, "My name's Mephisto." So
Was he the guy to beat
Mephisto?
Yeah.
No, Dr. Doom is gonna be the guy to beat.
for like the next Avengers?
The new Avengers is next year, and he's not him.
Nah, low key, Doctor Doom is fucking
Broken. Well, you can tell he already,
beast, bro. Man, if Robert Downey Jr. can actually do Iron Man and then do Doctor Doom,
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
yeah, that would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
But no, that was essentially it. So she tried for months to bring back her AI friend, couldn't do it, and then her friend appeared in front of her. She thought it was AI, and then she's like, "Run diagnostics." She's like, "Girl, what are you talking about?" I said, "Run diagnostics." So she's like, "You're not gonna run diagnostics?" So her friend pokes her in the head, and she's like, "It's actually you?" She's like, "Yeah, it's me. Why wouldn't it be me?" So it's like she never died. It's just like he plucked her out of time, and then
Right, that's what I'm saying.
and put her at the moment. Like, so everything that they went through basically does not exist.
No, I completely
The whole
understand.
timeline distortion. Yeah.
because you died at that point in time.
Yes, it's like people having memories of everything that you guys did together. Like if I were to say, Jeff, remember when we went to France, and you're like, or you tell me you remember when we went to France, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Or when Barry went back in time and then came back, and then he was.
I don't know, I truly believe in quantum immortality, bro. Sorry,
Yeah.
I believe in that shit.
So,
I believe in that shit. There's no way, like, I just random memories be popping up.
Okay, so he is Hunter Player 17456.
Yes,
So-
I saw that 80 messages ago.
Oh, my bad. I didn't see where you're at.
Nah, I see it.
Oh, you're looking at all the messages.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
can
chats.
yeah.
We see it, Hunter. You don't got to spam, brother.
But
we see it.
Essentially that's basically what the entire show is. So she made bad decision after bad decision, creating villains, unaliving people, stealing, extortion, like, and every time, and not asking for help. So it's like, man, this is the, and then on top of that,
She's a terrible person.
yeah, she's a terrible person. And then on top of that, the last decision she made was a deal with a demonic god just to bring back a friend. So it's like, bro, really? And you don't think there's a loophole? Now it's gonna be like, oh, how do I escape? If there was a second season, it'd be like, how do I escape the contract?
What was the reason why she put the suit on?
To protect her family.
I thought it was everyone around her.
She said her family.
Just her family?
Yeah,
Tough.
not even her neighborhood. She said her family. Because her mom asked her, she's like, Riri, don't you tell me it's because I can. Because you keep saying, that was her excuse. Every time she didn't want to open up, she kept saying, oh, because I can. They're like, why do you build the suit? Because I can. Every time they ask her, because I can. And it's like, no, to protect.
Then again, she is a kid, though.
No.
She's
22 or 23 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, she's an adult.
Wah.
Yeah, she graduated college at 15, and then they picked her up in Wakanda at 21. But no, she's not a kid.
You think they teach her discernment or something?
No, she didn't learn nothing.
It's tough.
She didn't learn nothing.
So she sacrificed the whole neighborhood
Yeah.
to bring one person back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Jeff. Final rating, sir.
Rating? I'd say a 4 out of 10.
Right.
Because I think because we've gone so far in television and film, and I think we can be better instead of continuing the stereotypes,
Like these half-baked
stereotypical
plots.
the half-baked
It's
stereotypes.
2025,
yeah,
bro.
so and it's like
You using plots from 2008 to 2016.
but that's
bro.
what I'm saying. So
Ain't
it's
no one
like,
trying to hear that shit.
and it's like everything, like, and the perfect example I can give you is even Peter Parker, as a kid, everything that he built, he would dumpster dive to build it. His web shooters were from finding old computers, and
it was
all
like
this stuff.
character building.
Exactly. So
but the character they built her up to be was a shitty person.
yeah, well, not just that, they already made her egotistical before she even she was demanding greatness before she was great.
Right.
You
You would think over the course of the show
That she would
something would change.
Exactly.
She'd mold the way she
Exactly.
No, she
It's
just literally got worse.
exactly. So it's like I lost my friend and my dad. So what can I do to put myself in a situation where I can protect everybody so this doesn't ever happen again? Like you said, the hero trope.
Right.
I lost my uncle, I become Spider-Man, even though I already had my powers. Captain America, I lost my people frozen in the ice. Batman, I lost my parents. I want to protect the people from the shitty criminals.
Then again,
Superman, what's up?
Tony was a bad person in the beginning.
He was.
He was a bad person.
But he admitted it. When he realized who his weapons were going to, because remember, you have this idea that you think you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, these bombs are protecting the United States. These missiles are protecting the United States. Till you find out who they're selling them to.
Well,
So
he didn't care. It was the money. Remember, he was making money.
yeah, yes,
Right.
But when he found out who it was hurting,
Who was hurting?
what
right.
did he do?
Right. Well, it was used against him.
Not just that,
Right.
But then when he was stuck in the cave with that dude, he's like, Tony, this is what your bombs are doing.
That's right.
And when he found out that dude's family died a long time ago and then said, oh, I'm going to finally join them, that's when his mindset completely changed. You get what I'm saying?
Damn. Would have been better if you made a deal with the terrorists. You know? Ironheart would approve, you know? Hey, guess what? I'll sell you all the weapons, bro.
Oh man, if you let me live.
If you let me, I'll sell you all my guns, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So, and that's the thing. They didn't even know the person that they were going to delete was Tony Stark. And when they found out, oh, since it's Tony Stark, the deal has changed, blah, 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 blah. So, but it's like him, because he was in his own little world, a rich boy that has never seen the negative side.
And then, especially because his dad created the original Captain. Like, he was already shielded. Like, he was protected. He grew up in that. You know what I'm saying? Right.
So, it's like, when he finally saw that, it's like, man, I've been living with this dude in this cave for months, hearing his story, doing all this and that. And he's like, all right, I get it.
Right.
I get it. So now the goal was to get rid of all the weapons. Whoever had them, he'd go in, blow up the depot, move on to the next,
He got well-rounded character development in one movie.
Just one movie.
While Ironheart had
6 episodes, 42 minutes each. That's more than an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all trash.
That's dope.
Ego. I can do better than everybody. I don't need no help.
That's spooky.
That's crazy.
You're not a hero, bro. You know,
You're not.
That sounds like Endeavor. That sounds like Endeavor.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. You're never gonna be a hero like that, bro.
She said, "I can't believe he got fisted in the hood."
He got fisted in the.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I believe that.
I'm dead. Well, Fantastic Four drops this Friday. Yeah.
No, not Fantastic Four.
What was it?
Superman.
Superman
drops this Friday.
I'm already hearing mixed reviews on it.
Yes, but I'm still gonna go watch it only because James Gunn, one of my favorite directors, made it. You know how his stuff is controversial because he focuses on the, no offense, but the lesser heroes, and he kind of puts them out. Because I know you want to see Metamorpho, and if they
Guy Gardner,
well, not just that, if they make a movie of Metamorpho, you're gonna get to see Animal Vegetable Mineral Man.
Fuck yeah! What the hell? Greatest villain ever.
I'm telling you, bro.
Greatest villain. Metamorpho versus Animal Vegetable Mineral Man. That's crazy. That's some Bizarro level fucking.
That's
hero
what I'm
naming.
saying.
It's like Superman and then Bizarro.
Yep,
you know?
exactly.
Me-am
Superman.
That'd be so cool if Bizarro was one of the. Man, that would have been cool if they did Bizarro.
Yeah,
that would have been cool. That would have been cool.
A lot of people are trying to guess who the Ultraman is under the suit. Everyone's saying it's probably Henry Cavill, just to bring him back because he didn't get the redemption that he deserved. So they could have said that could be Ultraman, because Ultraman's technically a clone of Superman, but it's gonna be
everything's a clone.
Yeah, for sure.
Superboy, Superman.
So that's kind of what they're talking about. But yeah, man, that's gonna be very interesting. I know. Yeah,
I'm glad. I like this whole weird. What do they call it? That retro future?
Yeah.
That what was it? Golden Age or Silver Age?
I think it's Silver.
It'd be Silver Age. This whole Silver Age aesthetic they're bringing to the.
Yeah, because he has the broccoli top hair.
Yeah, with
advanced computers, but
movies.
the old school looking. Yeah. And then of course after that, I think it's Fantastic Four the week after. So that's gonna be very interesting. I'm not going to judge it yet. I want to see what it is because we've gotten 2. Well, the first one was decent. The second one was trash. We don't ever speak of it. It is not part of the...
Oh, no, I'm just going to see for Silver Surfer. I want to see the metallic cheeks reflect the solar beams into my fucking orbitals. What the hell?
That's probably why Galactus chose her instead of him. Absolutely. He's like, I don't want you, I want her.
Absolutely.
I want something to stare at every day while I consume planets. She will be my entertainment.
Herald of Galactus.
Bro, hey, Galactus a goon.
What the hell, metallic baddies?
Oh man, that's crazy.
Love it.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens. So hopefully that doesn't fall flat on his face, because you know how it is. Marvel still hasn't learned from their issues in their previous films, thinking that this is what an audience wants to watch. But if they actually listen to us, then they would understand that certain things that they do doesn't make any sense.
Drinking bowl cleaner, guys.
Hell yeah, he's
Or
trying to,
Windex or whatever you want to call it.
bro. So hopefully that one goes well. I want to go see that film too. But yeah, so we'll see if we can go see Superman. Like if you're free.
Well, Friday?
Yeah.
This Friday?
No, I work 10 to 7. Never mind.
It'd have to be on a weekend.
It would have to be, but you work the weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Our
Maybe I
schedule's
could go
there.
on my break or something.
On your break?
Yeah, take it like a
2 hour break. It's probably It's 2 hours and 25 minutes.
That's true.
Before commercials, bro.
Well, I got a lunch break. I got a heat break, and now I got a.
There's
regular.
a heat break.
There's a heat.
All right,
break.
you need to explain that. What is that?
When you get too hot. When you get too hot, you need a heat break. Bro, it's so they don't pay niggas. I don't know, man. They just be handing out breaks and PTOs and just, man, they got too
Really?
much. Yeah, just too much money to spend, bro. That's what it is.
They got money in them blow.
And then there's efficiency, like how efficient you work. I don't know, man.
No, that's wild, bro.
There's a bonus for that. I don't know, bro. You gotta spend the money somehow, bro.
No, I feel it.
You gotta spend the money somehow. It has to go somewhere. What you looking up?
No, nothing. I was just trying to see if the ratings came out for it, but it's just
Just like
the non-spoiler reviews.
the non-spoiler review, like the blogs and shit. Like
Yeah,
that.
no, I feel it. Because there's some people coming out with reviews because it's what 2 more days. No, actually 1 more day till it comes out because they're releasing it Thursday at night, so that's gonna be interesting.
Really? No way. Why is it saying we're offline?
What do you mean we're offline?
I don't know. It says YouTube's offline. Doesn't make sense though.
No, I'm on there right now.
Oh, psych. Haha.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm looking at it right now. So what's up with you, man? What's going on? What's new?
What's up with me?
Yeah.
Oh, I gave blood this morning.
You what?
My dumb ass happened to set the appointment at 7 a.m. And I fucked myself up because the night before, or the day before,
Mm-hmm.
I took a nap and woke up in the middle of the night.
Sensational.
So I couldn't risk going back to bed. So I had to stay up the whole night.
Night.
I had to stay up the whole night so I didn't miss my appointment at 7 a.m.
No, that's crazy.
But I almost fucked up because it was like 5:45. And I took a really long blink.
I like when you keep saying the long blink.
Hey, that's what I call them.
Oh,
Because they
man.
don't count as a nap. I took a long ass blink.
You close your eyes.
And then
you're
when I
like-
opened my eyes, it was
it
6:45.
does feel like a long
Right.
blink,
It was
doesn't it?
6:45. It wasn't enough that my brain feels rested, or I feel like it just felt like I took a long ass blink.
Yep. You woke up and you're like, oh shit, 2 hours have passed.
That's why I hate the brain, like the perception of time.
Yep. Then that's why I like Inception.
But that's the thing. You have to see to feel time.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how blind people perceive time. How do you know time is moving if you're blind? Like, I get it, right? You can count.
Yeah.
Sure. But, like, a blind person isn't just counting every fucking day.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So, how do you keep track of time
Colors.
if you're blind? Not colorblind. Like,
No,
legally, actually blind.
Well, yeah, because remember, blind people say it's not dark. It's not darkness. They actually see colors.
But, like, fuzz.
Yeah, like a fuzz color going around their
Well,
eyes.
what about the damaged cornea where it is black, where light?
No, they say that they don't. It's not black. It's they're blind people don't see black.
No, like macular degeneration or detached retina. There's different types of blindness. That's what I'm telling you. Let me show you, Bob.
My name's Bob now.
Let me show you, Mr. Bob. Types
My name's
of blindness.
Do people see darkness?
There you go, sir.
You ever do those? she said, "You ever do those long blinks while driving, and then you're home?"
You goddamn right. Absolutely. What the hell? Absolutely. I take one big ass blink, missed every green light. I don't even know how the hell I got home, bro. Let me see. Let's go here. Here you go. Wait, is my sunroof up? Here you go, sir.
Is it raining?
Yeah, it's literally not just gray the way you're describing it.
I didn't say gray.
You said it's gray or fuzzy.
No, I said they see color.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says no blind people do not necessarily see darkness, while some blind individuals may perceive darkness or have no visual experience at all. The experience of blindness varies greatly. Many blind people can perceive light and shadow, and some even blurry shapes, colors, or flashy lights. The experience depends on the cause and degree of vision loss, with those blind from birth having a different visual experience. Yeah.
So blindness isn't like absolute blindness.
Like when we close our eyes, you can see these different waves and colors.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's what.
Now, is that your brain hallucinating?
It could be your brain trying to create an image.
So glaucoma, right?
Glaucoma. The glock.
Shut the fuck up. You what?
That's my gun noise. Oh, man.
I'm dead, bro.
Shit. Go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
All right, so like with glaucoma, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the worst one I can see. That's actually cool.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Damn, that looks like a dog. You see that? Or is that a cat?
A chromatopsis.
Yeah, look, you see that image?
No, that's literally a dog and a cat.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, it really is. And it looks like there's an alien about to eat the dog or the cat. No, I'm being serious.
You what?
What? Oh, man. All right, go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
Okay, so like with glaucoma, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking at this, well, I guess you could see like light and shit.
Yeah.
So you would be able to see a clock.
Mm-hmm.
But this you can't see. Only you can see a clock.
You can see shadows.
Damn. So there really is no true blindness. So that just defeats my entire what is it, setup or whatever. Yeah. That's tough. I don't know. I just still think it would fuck up with my perception of time.
Of time? I feel it. I feel it.
Because like I wouldn't be interested in, I don't know, unless I set an alarm for everything.
Yeah, that's why it's weird when you watch Avatar and they show Toph, like she literally is just blackness, but when she hits her foot, then it shows waves of people. What's up?
Snot says, laughing my fucking ass off. I thought it was a sloppy hot gawk, not a gun. You what?
What?
Not a gun.
What?
That's a crazy word. Snot, that's a crazy fucking word.
Nah, I got a different noise for a sloppy hot gawk.
This is where we
pause.
All right, thank you guys.
Oh man.
I'm kidding.
Oh man.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, so I guess not. But no, they got your DNA now, man. How many vials did they take?
I think 3 or 4.
Yep, they only use 1. What is the other 3 or 4 for? Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Clone.
Make me organs.
Clones.
I don't know.
Cloning ass
I don't
niggas.
fucking know.
Clones.
Who knows?
You gotta ask them.
Maybe at some point they're gonna.
She's like, honestly, we only use 1 vial. Why do you need 4 more? Exactly.
Well, we already know clones suck, though.
Exactly.
Clones, like, they die.
Can't they clone
fast.
organs though?
Yeah, but can they?
Or they haven't perfected that yet.
It hasn't been perfected.
Or can they clone?
They've cloned like small organelles, like in little
pigs,
animals. Right? Yeah, and animals
pigs, right?
and shit.
I feel it.
I grew an ear on a pig.
Yeah, I remember that one.
You know
whatever happened to that? They just stopped
that's
talking
some
about
freak ass shit, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Would you consider that a chimera?
Sure, especially if you could grow different parts on it,
right?
Yeah,
call them chimera pigs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's a real thing. I'm not even gonna act like it's not.
But that's it, sir.
I
see your papayas are growing.
Yeah, my papayas are going crazy. I actually had to spray the neem oil on it today.
What's neem oil?
But I didn't want to, because I saw bees pollinate, and I didn't want to spray them, because if they take that back to their nest, I could wipe out an entire nest of bees.
Yeah, and we need those bees.
Yeah, for the babayos.
Yeah. They need to pollinate so it can grow.
Snot says it would be cool if they donated it, but allegedly it's in case something happens to the first sample.
That's not what the nurse told me. The nurse told me we only use one vial and then we send the rest to Orlando.
And they store it.
Because I asked, because I'm like, why do you guys need 4 or 5, depending on what they need, why do you guys need 4 or 5
That's a Googleable question.
And what the lady that was drawing the blood said is we technically only use one.
Let's guess Gemini.
Yeah, let's hello, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Moto.
Let's see if the mic works. Let's ask Gemini a question.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Let's try that again. How do I ask this question? Why do what do you call the people who receive the blood?
That's not what probably help us with that. Blood extractors, vampires.
I don't know. Why do they take multiple vials of blood when you go donate blood or give blood? Maybe I shouldn't say donate. Maybe I should stop the mic. Maybe I shouldn't say donate because it's not donate.
No, it's not donate.
When you
go test, blood test, testing blood.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Blood test
for testing
blood.
For testing blood.
She put the name phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist, right? Okay, I figured.
Thanks, Snot.
Thank you, Snot. It seems a lot can happen when getting blood drawn, but there are several important reasons why medical professionals take multiple vials of blood for testing. Different tests, different requirements. Each of the blood types require specific conditions for samples. Additives, different vials contain different additives. Anticoagulants, clot activator gels that prevent clotting, promote clotting, and separate blood components like serum or plasma. A tube for complete blood count, CBC, will have an anticoagulant, while a tube for chemistry panel like cholesterol or liver function might have a clot activator. 2 yield serum. Gotcha. Components. Some tests need whole blood. Some need plasma blood with clotting factors removed, and some need serum plasma with clotting factors removed.
That makes sense.
Required for different processing, hence different tubes. Volume 1 CBC might need only a few milliliters. Other tests, a combination of many tests, might require more blood to ensure that
that's how he reads it in normal time.
Yeah, but in my brain, I don't have to take a breath. That's the thing that sucks about reading out loud. I have to breathe, though.
Breathe, Jack, breathe.
I have to breathe. Okay. So backup and retesting, accuracy and purity, legal. Like blood typing for transfusions, often require 2 separate samples drawn at a different time or different individuals to minimize misidentification, errors, convenience, efficiency. Drawing multiple vials all at once is more common and less stressful than the patient have to return additional blood draws. Okay.
In conclusion,
it's in case something happens to the first vial.
Right. Which it probably never does.
Right. No, I feel that. And they could continue to retest it, just to make sure all 3 vials are consistent. You know what I'm saying? All 3 blood vials are consistent.
What did she say?
Snot says, bruh, I had the closest experience to a guy not getting it up last time I got blood drawn. The nurse couldn't get any vein, so they were mad.
Did they keep stabbing them?
Wait, who did that happen to?
Our sister.
It did.
They can never find her vein.
They couldn't find her vein.
They can never find her vein. As soon as I go in, they're like, "Yup, it's right there." Boom, and then that's it.
Nah, they just look at my arm and they're like, "Bro,
there's veins everywhere." Which
don't work at a pack and ship, bro. You'll bleed to death.
Oh man,
you'll bleed to death. Sir.
That's wild.
Absolutely not.
But you got anything else, sir?
Do I have anything else?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my appointment for to get tested for ADHD.
Then we'll have an honest conversation about
And then
it.
we will have an honest conversation
Yep.
about ADHD.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and how I've been raw dogging it. You what? What the fuck? That's crazy. Y'all might actually get it like a, I don't know, a normal ass Jeff. What does that look like?
You not jumping from topic to topic.
Right?
Yep, that's it.
Me actually sitting still in the fucking
his glasses will be like this. All right, let's go.
Snot says, look, if they took extras of your blood for nefarious reasons, then a lot more crimes wouldn't be unsolved.
It's all a conspiracy.
That's true. A lot more crimes wouldn't be unsolved.
True.
That's true.
Because they can just get the sample if they can't get it from you.
Right.
True.
That's true. It's probably in a database, right?
Yeah, of course. You know how many times, Jeff, this year alone, February, April, what was it? February, April, and May, I've drawn blood. But that's because they're doing tests.
Nah, they fake as hell, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I got to do it again in September.
It's a G.E.R.M.A project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
cloning you.
They're trying to clone me. Yeah, they're like, man, look at this man's eyebrows.
They're making Jeff a pacifista.
Yeah.
Jeff's a Hey, you got the build, bro. You got the pacifista build. Hold on, let me.
They're just gonna make me taller.
Let these
I'm gonna be a 6-footer.
Bro got the pacifista.
They're gonna make me 6 foot. No, they're gonna make me 17 feet. That's how tall he is, right? How tall
Yeah, nah, that nigga like 13 feet, bro.
13 feet. Yeah, they're gonna make me 13 feet, bro.
They gonna give Jeff the pacifista build.
Yep.
They gonna clone his ass
Hell
and
yeah.
use him as a weapon of war.
Mm-hmm. The Holy War.
The Holy War. Oh man.
Anything else, sir?
Well, sir,
This was a chill episode.
I like it. I like Tuesdays.
Yeah, Tuesdays are chill.
I don't gotta come in all gung ho and shit.
Yeah, never. Sometimes you just wanna talk. You know.
Yeah.
But go watch Ironheart, guys. If you want some brain rot, it'll help you.
That's not even brain rot.
It'll help you understand what villainy is.
That's crazy.
If you want to become a villain, watch Ironheart.
That's a self-induced aneurysm.
Oh man, watch Ironheart if you want to become a villain. What did you think?
Doctors took one look at Jeff and said, "We need more short, bald kings."
No, they're gonna put that 6 foot gene. They're gonna put that 6 foot gene in my DNA, bro.
I'm dead as hell. Nah, Jeff just ain't earned enough EXP, bro. He got one more evolution
Hell yeah.
in him.
I'm trying to be like
He has a final form. I keep telling
I'm
you.
trying to be like Sun Jun. Play outside the system.
That new anime we started watching, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking what was it? He what was it? He was reborn like ugly as fuck or some shit.
Oh yeah,
but like 1 trillion EXP.
let me put 58
He had
trillion.
100 trillion EXP because he willingly made himself ugly
Yeah,
in his reincarnation.
this is an
They're
anime,
like,
by the
damn,
way.
you really want to start off
Ugly?
like, on
Well, because,
hard mode, bro?
like you said, he's been ugly his entire life. So when he got isekai,
It wasn't nothing to him.
it wasn't nothing to him. So
And so because he chose to be ugly again.
because
in
remember,
the
he
next
just
level.
bought mangaka and Reddit. He lived alone.
But he wasn't a weirdo.
He wasn't. He was just.
He was
normal
just
guy.
ugly.
Yeah.
That was it. He was like a good guy.
Yeah.
And he made money and
Uh-huh.
super
He didn't.
cool.
Yeah, he didn't have any.
He wasn't a
win-
DJ.
No, he didn't.
That
have,
guy isekai. He was
Yeah.
actually a
Incel.
no.
Yeah, he
Damn. See, that's the thing that sucks about the word.
Yeah.
That's such a negative connotation.
It is.
Because like you could just
But he
like,
didn't care.
that right.
He
That
didn't
could just
care.
not be your thing. You
Yeah.
could be like what asexual. or some
Asexual.
shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Right. You
That's-
feel me?
Yeah. So he was happy with his life.
Right. He was happy as hell with his
Yeah.
life. He was just ugly, so
He
he didn't
wasn't-
mind being ugly.
He wasn't going out his way to look for women to try to date. It was just
Right.
he was just enjoying his life. He had a good job, good place to live, all that stuff like
He
that.
already knew what came with being ugly,
Uh-huh.
and he enjoyed his life.
Yeah.
He was happy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
It's a good anime. I
he
like
went
the
to
first
sleep
episode.
happy. You know why? Because he didn't lie to himself.
Yep. He's like, I am ugly.
I am ugly and I
Yes.
accept it.
Exactly.
Other than that, sir,
You got none.
I got nothing else.
All right, man. We'll be we'll be back Thursday. I mean, this was a chill episode. I liked it. I ranted about a horrible show again.
Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Hopefully Superman will be good.
Are you closing tomorrow?
Yeah, it's every Wednesday unless I'm on vacation or dead. Knock on wood. Jeff gonna have to run the show by himself.
Crazy fuck would he be?
Oh, and then next week we have the people that are gonna interview us.
Oh yeah, Smoking CC. The reverse interview.
We're gonna be in the hot seat. I hope they don't ask us stupid questions, bro.
I
They're
swear to
gonna
God,
no.
it better
Vic,
not be no goon questions.
Vic is gonna ask us goon. No,
It better not be no.
CC undercover goon.
Y'all niggas be lonely, dog.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you. And then of course not gonna be in the chat encouraging it. Flip us back, bro. Why are we on that mini screen? Oh man, it's not gonna be on there. Gooning with the rest of them.
It wouldn't be incel then. Incel means involuntary.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Voluntary celibate. Like,
Yeah, he's choosing to be.
I got you.
I got you. Yeah, because he's not
That makes
actively
sense.
looking.
Right. He's not pursuing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I
all right.
got you.
I backtrack.
That makes sense.
Sorry, sir.
Thank you, Shnot, for the clarification.
Yeah. So
Voluntary celibate, like asexuals, is volcels.
I didn't know that. Was,
I didn't know that.
I
was
didn't
a
know
thing.
that was a
That's
thing.
stupid. I'm a volcel. That sounds cool as shit. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm a
But
volcel.
see, but that's how. See, we're old. Hey, it's not. You're still in your 20s, all right? So we're
man,
getting
I'm
old.
a volcel.
It's not in their 20s, so
What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Actually,
yeah. What are you playing?
I might finish the BioShock side story.
All right, I thought you finished it.
No, the side story, the something at sea.
That's not gonna be a long thing, though.
I don't think so. Well, I could get that. I could get that handled pretty quick. Besides, I don't know, climb or peak. We still have It Takes Two.
Yeah,
But you actually have to be here.
yeah. That's gonna be the difficult part.
That's the thing, because I don't want you to start another solo game, and it takes you 4 months to finish.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think there's any game right now that I want to play.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We need to do more community games, dude.
Mhm.
Tired of playing by myself. Tired of playing with myself. Snot says, get knowledged. See y'all tomorrow. DLC.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. If you want to catch and watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, One Word, Tabletop Topics, our Triple T's Clips channel, and our TikTok. So if you click on the links, it'll take you directly to the episodes. And of course, we have timestamps so that you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys. Thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. You have a good night, weekend, evening, and day. And we'll see you on Thursday. And you'll see my brother tomorrow.
Yeah! Yeah!
All right.
All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy.
Yeah.
We love you. Good night, Snot. And who is it? Hunter. We will check out that Instagram DMs. So take it easy.
They were my best friends growing up. From Black Can.
And I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's
They were my best friends growing up. From Black Can.
And I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's